Hello everyone. Good afternoon. It's what time is it now? It's 12:54 right now and the weather is 42 degrees. It's going to be, a little chilly, but we can handle it because it's sunny. Anyway, I'm here. I'm still working, but I have a broken schedule today, so I still have time to do this, and at the same time, I can talk to in front of the camera. So anyway, um, magluluto ako ngayon because I have chance to cook today. So ang lulutuin natin ngayon for our dinner is itong beans kasi para madali lang, and then magagawa ako ng egg roll, like meat egg roll, kasi we have party this coming Saturday for a Valentine's party for my friends, yung mga friends, like our group. So we decided na we're going to have a party again, which is good. I'm going to be busy again. Anyway, so may potluck kami. So I think ang I decided to bring is yung nalangang egg roll. So I'm gonna make egg roll today since I have time. But like I said, may dalawa pa akong client after, my cooking. Medyo late kasi hindi ko nagawa kahapon. Yesterday was very, very busy. Actually, she's trying to, as a favor if I can squeeze her in, but talagang walang pag-asa. Kaya hindi ko sila nagawa. So, good thing pwede rin sila ngayon. Kasi they're going to have a party too on Saturday. So, talagang minsan sabay-sabay ang trabaho. Sometimes naman, hindi naman masyadong busy. Pero wala naman tayong control dyan kasi natataon lang na ang ibang tao ay yun ang schedule nila. Anyway, like I said, balik na kami from Richmond. Hindi nga lang kami nakapag-video dun sa university ng anak ko because it's like overwhelming talaga, mahirap. Hindi namin kaya, especially my husband. Although ako din hirap kasi as soon na nakita ko yung area, talagang ang puso ko ay talagang sobrang bigat at hanggang ngayon nararamdaman ko pa rin yung pain, para bang bumalik na naman ako sa zero. Kaya ang sleeping problem ko is talagang too much. Kaya lang wala naman tayong magagawa kundi mag-keep going lang. Talagang masakit lahat ng memories, masakit talaga. Especially malapit na yung kanyang second year nang mawala ang anak ko. Kaya ang puso namin ay talagang durog na durog at this time. Pero like I said, sa mga katulad naming nakaka-experience, just keep going, keep busy. Today I'm supposed to do the laundry, kaya lang nakikita ko I don't have time habang sana nagluluto ko, but I don't think if I have enough time. So squeeze ko muna tong importante, labak and wait, yung laundry natin, pwede mag-intay yan. Anyway, like I said, it's almost 2 years na ng anak ko. I can't believe na buhay pa rin kami, buhay pa rin ako. Talagang honestly, hindi ko ma-imagine ang situation namin right now. How can we survive without my daughter? Kasi that's really, really, painful. Hindi namin talaga kaya na talagang mawalan kami ng anak. Kaya wala kaming ginawa kundi mabisi ng mabisi, kasi kung hindi, kawawa kami. Kami rin naman ang masasaktan. Kaya sabi ko sa sarili ko, okay na rin kesa naman sa, talagang ganyan ang buhay, di ba? Hold on just a second. Hello everyone, sorry na stop kasi nawalan ako ng battery itong aking camera. So, I stopped. Nakatapos na ako magluto ng dinner namin actually. And then now, magbabalot na ako ng aking egg roll kasi ginisa ko din yung meat nito para pag niluto ko, hindi masyadong tawag dito, yung make sure na luto yung aking karne, yung aking meat. So, anyway, eto magbabalot ako para meron tayong madala sa Saturday na part ko naman kasi we have potluck but it's only finger food. So, okay lang naman yun, masaya, di ba? Anyway, naputol yung kwento ko kanina kasi nga hindi nawalan nga ng battery at hindi ako nakapag-video na sana iba-vlog ko yung VCU, yung school ng anak ko pero it's okay. Talagang ganun, hindi natin control ang buhay, ang lahat. Kaya we have no choice but to like I said, it's okay. One at a time lang kasi hindi pa natin kaya yung mga bagay na gawin everything. Kaya nga ako gusto ko na mag-start sa video ko about my daughter. Ang problema ko nga hindi ko makalkal yung mga picture niya. At saka, I need to make a video sa mga places na pinagtirahan namin, saan siya nag-aral, saan siya lumaki, saan yung mga kung ano-ano na pinagkalakihan niya. So, ang dami kong i-consider but anyway, matagago ako din yan, unti-unti. Kaya, be patient lang kasi yung kwento ko. Anyway, malapit na yung 2 years ng anak ko like I said. So, ito yung time na, nakakalungkot kasi ito yung last namin batian yung Valentine's at saka yung birthday ni Noah. So, yun yung mga last namin na conversation about the holidays. Kaya nakakalungkot talaga. Ang dami naming dapat i-consider sa mga bagay-bagay na nangyayari sa buhay namin. So, anyway, I remember that time na I sent her a message kasi we're supposed to go to Florida to visit my sister-in-law. And during that time, napakamahal ng pamasahe. Plus, it's my birthday. It's medyo mainit na yon. So, sana magdadrive kami doon. Kasi alam ko yung anak ko hindi pa pwedeng i-visit during may pasok. Busy-busy pa siya. Tsaka tinatapos niya pa nga yung clinical niya. So, hindi namin siya pwedeng maistorbo sa mga ginagawa niya. Plus, sabi niya she's working like crazy. Until Saturday, sometimes nag-work siya. So, wala kaming choice but to wait until, she's ready na makapag-visit kami sa kanya. So, basically, nakapag-send ako sa kanya ng message na sinabi ko na we're planning to go to Antis in Florida. Sabi kong gano'n. Pero sabi ko, I was thinking that, instead of going there, doon na lang kami sa'yo. I mean, hindi naman sa kanya mismo, yung sa, kasi 1 week coming off that time. So, sabi ko sa kanya, pupunta na lang kami sa upstate, like sa Maine, yung ganun ba. Pero syempre, dadaan ng New York yun. So, probably, if we can visit yun na lang, we decided to stop by na lang to your apartment para madaanan ka rin namin at the same time makita ka rin namin. Sabi kong ganun sa kanya. So, she's able to answer me like, okay, sabi niya ganun. But anyway, during that time, nung namin, so pumayag siya kasi ang talagang ang talagang schedule namin is on my birthday week, which is the Mother's Day week din yon. So, instead na siya na yung pupunta rito, so sabi ko, kami na lang, mag-meet na lang tayo, sabi ko, dun sa birthday ko. sabi ko sa kanya. So, doon na lang kung gusto niya, kung available siya. Kasi, ang mga bata, hindi natin pwedeng uh, ipuwersahin sa mga schedule nila. Kasi iba nga dito, you have to set up an appointment if you're trying to visit them. You cannot just, surprise them that you're gonna stop by, Hindi ganun kasi dito sa Amerika, kaya ayaw mong mag-surprise at baka ikaw pa ang ma-surprise. So, syempre, iniiwasan natin yung mga bagay na yon. So, she able to say yes naman na kung gano'n ang mangyayari. So, basically, mag-aano kami na lang, mag-i-stop by na lang kami sa kanya. So, yun ang arrangement namin. So, it's good na meron na kaming usapan until, thing happened to her. Hindi na kami umabot dahil she passed April and my birthday is May, so it's impossible na talaga. But anyway, like I said, kukwento ko na lang sa inyo yung thing happen, before that thing happen. Kasi, before that thing happen sa anak ko, actually, ang asawa ko, ilang beses siyang nananaginip. At saka, ilang beses nagnanaginip that week ang asawa ko na umiiyak siya. Sabi niya nga sa akin, message mo nga yung anak mo to make sure she's okay, sabi niya ng asawa ko. So, sabi ko naman, nag-message ako sa anak ko na, anak, how are you? Sabi ko ganon. Hope you're all doing well. Sabi ko, are you still working from home? Sabi ko ganon sa kanya. Tapos sabi niya sa akin, yes ma, sabi niya ganon. So, how about Noah? Sabi niya, only Noah is working outside. Sabi niya, kasi he's teaching nga. Ngayon, sabi niya, ako, dito pa rin ako sa bahay. So, sabi ko naman sa husband ko, I think she's fine kasi she's still working from home. Ngayon, anyway, tinanong ko naman siya. Sabi ko, anak, meron ka bang gusto sabihin? Baka hindi mo lang, let me know. Sabi ko ganon. Dito lang ako, sabi kong ganon. Siyempre, hindi natin alam kasi nga nanaginip yung husband ko na something. Pero, sometimes ayaw mo namang kwento yung mga bagay na hindi dapat dahil panaginip nga lang yun. Maybe yes, maybe not. Who knows, right? So, anyway, sabi niya, okay naman ma, wala namang, I'm okay, I'm good. Sabi niya naman ganon. Tapos, ako, actually, that week, she sent me, actually, that week, sabi niya sa akin, guess what ma, sabi niya ganon. Kasi may friend siya na, best friend niya to since she was in middle school. Actually, this kid she's the one who, yung first kong bata na lalaki na I trust her to be with my daughter. But friend niya lang ito. It's a guy. Pero friend niya, kasi yung bata na yan, may girlfriend yan. Kaya I know that there's nothing going on between them. Sabi kong ganon. Kasi 8th grade pa lang yung anak ko noon. So meron silang dance. Kasi middle school na sila, 8th grade na sila. So parang parang prom pero hindi naman prom kasi magka-high school na sila. So may dance sila, sabi niya gano'n. So, pinayagan ko yung anak ko. Kasi sa school naman yun. Ano naman sila doon, naka-lockdown naman sila doon. Di sila yung pwede labas-labas, So, anyway, sabi ko sa anak ko, pinaalam niya ako, tapos pinakilala niya nga sa akin tong, pinaalam niya nga na yung kasama niya is yung bata na yan, na Pacific Islander siya, hindi siya Pilipino. Anyway, sabi niya sa akin, ma'am, sabi niya, kasama ko naman si ganito, sabi niya ganon. So, ano pa lang siya noon, naging kaklase niya yan, 7th grade siya, so mga 12, 13 pa lang siya, kilala niya na tong bata na to. Kaya I trust him so much. Kaya okay lang ako kahit na, sasama siya sa party. So ganun nga ang nangyari. So nag-ano siya, hinatid namin siya sa school, and then spoke to this kid. Sabi ko, oh, please take care of my baby. Sabi ko pang ganun dito sa bata. Oh yes, Mrs. Rodriguez, don't worry, I'll take care of her. Sabi pa niya. I know he'll still remember that, and hopefully if he's watching, because I gave my my link to watch my my YouTube na sana masuportahan din nila ako, because I'm just trying to keep my daughter's memory forever and continue her life, kasi nga hindi naman tapos yung buhay ng anak ko. So I ask a favor so mga friend niya na if they can subscribe my channel and support. So anyway, so ayun ang nangyari. So sabi niya ganon, until what time. So dinrap off namin ni anak namin, and then we pick her up kung until what time yung party nila. So she able to manage naman, kaya na-build nga yung trust ko sa anak ko na we can trust her kahit na payagan ko siya sa mga ganyang party ng school activities. So okay naman. So balik tayo dito sa New York. Pagdating niya, I think a week before she passed, this is what happened. She sent me a text and she was like, Mom, kasi yung nag-uusap kami about visiting her instead of Florida. So sabi niya, Mom, sabi niya, I'm going out tonight. Sabi niya ganon. And guess what? Sabi niya ganon. What occasion I'm going, sabi niya ganon. Tapos she sent me a picture, yung picture niya at saka yung friend niya na bata na lalaki, nakaklase niya pa nga yan ng middle school. So I was like, what? Sabi kong ganon, Mom. Sabi niya, look, sabi niya, my friend. Sabi ko, what? Sabi ko, I'm so surprised. Sabi ko, wow. Sabi kong ganon. Biniro ko pa nga, oh, it's like this. I don't want to give a name kasi hindi naman maganda. They need a privacy too. So anyway, sabi niya ganon. Yes, Ma, sabi niya ganon. He just moved here, sabi niya ganon, recently. And they're going to have a housewarming, sabi niya ganon. So sabi ko, anak, I'm so glad, sabi niya. Sabi ko kasi you have more friends now. Kasi yung bata na yan, he went to a different college. So kasi magkaiba naman sila ng gusto ng anak ko, magkaiba naman sila ng course. So anyway, nung nag-college sila, pumunta siya sa ibang school. But this kid is always go to my daughter's place. Sa sa may university niya. I saw him, he always visit my daughter. And after he graduate from college, he decided to move to Richmond. Kaya nakakatuwa. I'm so happy kasi syempre yung mga taong you trust them, you very happy na you feel safe yung anak mo kasi she has someone na bata na nakilala niya, na makakasama niya, makakahang around niya, kasi pag kilala mo na kasi yung bata, yung mga tao, you feel like safe. Kaya I'm so glad dahil nag-move siya doon. Kaso nung nag-move naman siya, it's time for her to she decided to move to to New York for another chapter of life, Kaya nagmamaster na siya noon. So nalulungkot ako, but I have no choice kasi at the same time I'm so happy kasi I'm very proud to my daughter kasi she got accepted to this school. Kasi ang school sa New York, it's not easy to get that opportunity, especially sa mga program na you don't have to pay the whole tuition fee. So I'm so proud naman sa anak ko, but since the beginning, because before she went to college, actually that's her dream to go to New York or Boston or Penn State, but I'm not agree kasi I'm so scared. At saka and not only that, we cannot afford kasi out of state yan. So, there's no way talaga na makakapunta siya doon. So, sabi ko sa anak ko, we can't because we're not doctors, we're not lawyers na kaya kang paaralin ng out of state. So, wala kaming choice. But I told her, after you finish your 4 years, then if you wanna, decided to to continue your school, go ahead. But the thing is, it's gonna be your own expense na, because we cannot afford anymore to have another whatever, like 2 years or 4 years. Pero anyway, so yun ang ano namin ng anak ko. So yung bata na yun nag-move din sa BCU. So I'm so happy talaga na andun siya, kasi noon nung bumibisit lang yung bata na yun, natutuwa ako kasi yung natutuwa ka kasi yung bata, nakikita mo na may kaibigan siya na like close friend, na they know each other, and I know that she's happy with their company, and I know that this is a very good kid. You know, those person na hindi madadala yung anak mo sa wrong crowd, kasi they are very they are very nice kid, and they are educated and nice family. Kaya I'm so happy kasi yung anak ko, since nung na-meet niya yung bata na yan, marami kaming kwentuhan. Marami siyang kwento about this kid, kasi nga sabi niya, mom, he is like this, you know, kinukwento niya about the girlfriend, ganon. So, nag-i-enjoy kami ng anak ko na magkwentuhan about that. So finally, nung yung kausap ko nga siya, nung nasa New York siya, talagang sinendan niya ako ng picture. Tuwan-tuwa talaga ako kasi 'di ba nag-move ang anak ko doon is COVID time. So basically hindi siya nakamit ng hindi siya nakapag-explore. Kasi COVID nga, biglang nag-COVID after what do you call this, one semester. Kaya sabi ko, wala siyang masyadong, alam ko wala siyang masyadong kaibigan, wala siyang gaanong naka-hangout. So, I am so glad na merong mga taong, kakilala niya ng matagal na. Tapos, I was surprised nga kasi sabi ng anak ko, sabi ko, meron, he's still single or something. Sabi niya, no, Mayas, yeah, but meron siyang girlfriend na andito na, nauna na dito. Sabi niya, nauna sa kanya. So I'm happy na, yung bata nag-move doon. So tuwan-tuwa kami. Tuwan-tuwa ako na, and then after that, after a week, before yung nag-send siya ng picture niya, tinanong ko pa, anak, sabi ko, kasi may napansin ako sa mukha ng anak ko, she looked different. And I was so scared kasi para akong hindi ko alam kung anong meron ako, kung may gift ba ako or what. Parang pag may nakita ako sa isang tao na something wrong, parang something is gonna happen na hindi ko maintindihan. Kaya I was, trying to talk to her. Sabi ko, nak, can you please tell me what's going on, da. Sabi kong ganun sa kanya. Kasi sabi ko, I don't know what's wrong, kako, but your picture, it look different. Sabi ko, it's a mother instinct siguro. So sabi ko, nak, sabi kong ganun sa kanya, I saw your picture, talaga you look different, kaya I'm worried, sabi kong gano'n. But anyway, I just ignored that. And then, but naramdaman ko talaga na I'm not comfortable. So anyway, kasi nung sinasabi ko sa kanya yon, it's Holy Week yon. Holy Week. Tapos, ang nalulungkot ako kasi Wednesday, I stopped texting her kasi nga, she told me na, mom, I'm very, very busy, so I cannot answer you right away all your text, sabi niya. Kasi that week pa naman, kasi tinext ko siya ng how many times a week before that, and she's not answering my text. And then I tried to contact her ate na to make sure they have contact with her. So anyway, okay naman daw, sabing ganun ng ate niya. So finally, nag-text siya sa akin. Sabi niya, mom, I'm so sorry, hindi ako nakapag-text sa'yo because I was very busy and I've been to New Hampshire. Sabi niya ganun sa akin. Nagpunta ako sa New Hampshire kasi nag-ano ako, meron akong presentation, sabi niya gano'n. So sabi ko naman, sabi ko, so, das binibiro niya pa nga ako na I'm by myself and I almost running out of gas, sabi niya. Sabi ko, ay nak, sabi ko, oh, you don't go, you don't drive na you're not, you don't have a full tank, sabi kong ganun sa kanya. Ma'am, you know, the, the, the gas right now is so expensive, sabi niya, which is totoo yun kasi almost $5 na yung ano namin dito, yung aming per gallon. So, talagang very unusual yun sa amin. Anyway, sabi ko, no, anak, sabi ko ganun, you don't take the risk, sabi ko ganun. Next time, you have to let me know. At saka sabi niya, and I have a presentation, and sabi ko, so where did you stay? Sabi ko, why you by yourself? Sabi ko ganon. Tapos sabi niya, oh no, cause Noah is working. Sabi niya, so I have to be there. Sabi niya ganon. So anyway, don't worry, sabi niya, I didn't message you right away cause I know you're gonna get freaked out. Sabi niya, kasi, cause I'm by myself. Sabi niya, nag-travel ako by myself, sabi niya. But don't worry cause I stay with my friend, sabi niya. Sabi ko, who's friend? Sabi ko ganun sa kanya. Sino ba yon? Sabi ko, do I know her? Sabi niya, no man, you don't know her. Sabi niya ganun. Kasi she is my, so she sent me a picture of this kid. Sabi niya, she's my professor and she live in New Hampshire, sabi niya ganon. Dati ko siyang professor, sabi niya. So, na ano naman ako, at saka she's a Filipina, sabi niya ganon. Oh, I'm so happy naman na Pilipina. Sabi ko, anak, I'm so glad naman that you have friend na you can trust, sabi ko, so you can stay with her, sabi niya. Pero next time, anak, sabi ko, you have to let me know. If you really need to get a hotel, let me know. Kasi you have to make you don't go there nang hindi ka sure, hindi ka safe. Sabi niya, no ma, I don't want you to worry. Kaya the reason I didn't answer your text, sabi niya ganon. So wala na akong magawa doon pag sinabi niya ganon kasi makulit ka na yun. Pag inulit-ulit mo pa, magagalit yun. Magagalit na naman sila kasi ang kulit mo. Kaya ayun, okay, sabi ko. So sinabi ko sa kanya, sino ba yan? Sabi niya, yun nga, yung kaibigan niya daw. Sabi niya, mama, bait siya. Sabi niya ganon. Sabi ko, oh, I'm so glad that you have a friend that you can trust. Sabi ko ganyan. And she's a Filipina. I'm so glad. Sabi ko, yes ma, sabi niya, nagtatagalog siya. Sabi niya ganon. So I am so glad na meron siyang napuntahan, but I was really worried. And then Wednesday that week, Holy Week, I didn't bother her because she told me I just come back from my presentation and I was really busy. Sabi niya ganon, baka hindi kita masagot, sabi niya sa akin sa mga ano mo. So ako, sabi ko, I'm not gonna bother you because I know holiday naman ang weekend, which is Easter Sunday. So sabi ko, hindi ko na siya ibabother until, you know, isa-surprise ko na lang siya sa Easter Sunday ng greeting. Sabi kong ganon. So I don't know why, usually almost every day I text her, but that day I don't know what happened, kung bakit ako nag-stop, which is one of my regret kasi I shouldn't stop texting her. Dahil the reason naman na hindi ko siya tinext kasi nga sinabi niya sa akin na, ma'am, I'm going to be very busy this week because I just came back from New Hampshire. So marami akong mga pasyente na I need to, you know, do it. Sabi niya, I need to see them. So wala na akong magagawa pagka ganon. So kung bakit, you know, that time, actually that time we usually go to nagpa-camping kami, you know, and we decided actually, ako ang nagkukulit sa asawa ko, no, let's go to Pennsylvania kasi gusto ko naman mag-camping doon by the water. Eh sabi ng asawa ko, we'll see kasi hindi natin alam yung weather, baka mamaya hindi maganda, ganun. Tsaka sayang naman, pupunta naman tayo ng New York, bakit pa tayo magpupunta doon? Eh malapit na yon, sabi niya ganon. So, hindi na ako nakipag-argue. So, I decided to not to talagang magbubuk kami ng Pennsylvania ng overnight ng Saturday kasi usually Friday nagpupunta na kami tapos uwi kami ng Sunday. So, hindi kami nagpunta. So, we decided na lang to go to Colonial, which is an hour and a half from from my place, from our place. So, doon na lang kami nagpunta sa may Colonial to go fishing. But this is what happened. Sabi niya, dito na lang tayo mag-camping, sabi niya, kasi mas malapit pagka balik na lang tayo pag hindi maganda yung weather, sabi niya. One night lang tayo. Anyway, so nandun na kami sa Colonial, pero hindi pa kami nag-decide na mag-overnight kami ba or what. We're ready for all my gear, for our gear. Lahat ng gear namin ng pang camping. So, nung naandun na kami, kung bakit yung aming tent, yung actually yung tarp pa lang ang tinatayo namin sa Colonial, hindi namin maitayo-tayo kahit anong gawin namin. Binublow kami ng air, sobrang lakas ng air at that time. So, wala kaming ginawa kundi, at saka tamad kami. I don't know what happened. That's how I feel during that time. Para bang I feel sick na hindi ko maintindihan. That Saturday, that's before my daughter passed. Before she passed, a day before yon. Kasi Sunday Easter siya nawala. So, ang nangyari, nung she passed ng Saturday, nasa Colonial kami ngayon. Nagtataka ako, because, bakit ano ba to? Sabi ko, bakit hindi natin maitayo ito? Nagagalit na nga kami kasi ayaw tumayo yung aming tarp, you know. Tapos hanggang usually, pag pumunta kami doon, kahit hindi kami mag-stay overnight, hanggang gabi kami doon. Kasi doon na kami nagko-cook out. Anyway, hindi kami umuwi. I mean, hindi kami nag-stay. We decided, parang noon time pa lang, let's go back, let's go home na lang, magpahinga. Kasi parang, I feel sick. Ganon din pala siya. He feels sick din. He's not feeling well too, like me. So, wala kaming ginawa, sabi namin, parang hindi kami in the mood ngayon mag-activities. So umuwi na lang kami. So anyway, that night, sabi ko sa sarili ko, bukas ko na lang i-message yung anak ko para i-greet ko na lang siya ng kasi minsan natutuwa rin ako yung siya yung umuunang nag-greet sa amin. Natutuwa ako noon. So yun ang nasa isip ko, kaya hindi ako nag-message sa kanya ng the day before. But like I said, this is my regret. And at saka tingnan nyo, lagi na lang yung time na yon na hindi mo ma-prevent talaga ang panahon, ang end ng tao. Sana bakit hindi ko siya minessage the day before, baka kasi parang sa isip ko, sana yung na-change yung outcome. Pero like everybody said, and like totoo namang pag when your time come, wala na talagang walang ma-change. Talagang ganon. Tsaka never na nangyari sa akin na hindi ko siya i-message for how long from Wednesday. Imagine, hindi ako nakapag-message sa anak ko na yun ang kinasasama ng loob ko, na bakit hindi ko yun. Tapos same thing with sa husband ko. Tapos nakapanaginip kami ng hindi maganda, pero wala naman kaming choice kasi hindi naman kami nga pwedeng pupunta na lang basta doon without their permission, kasi nga busy siya, ayaw niya yung ganon. Yung iso-surprise mo siya, you have to let her know if you planning to do something or visit her, kaya, and I'm so glad kasi first time niya akong pinayagan na mag-travel kami ng New York, kasi hindi na nga siya delikado dahil ang pa-open na, 'di ba, pa-open na ang ating yung public dahil sa COVID. So, I'm very, very happy na I was able to see her and visit her, on my birthday, which is my birthday talaga kami magkikita. Kasi nga we have 1 week vacation, so we're planning to stop by to her before we go to upstate New York, like sa Maine. So yung lahat ng mga plan namin, it didn't happen because that thing happened. Pero tingnan nyo, kung let's say natuloy yung ano namin, ang aming camping during that time, hindi ko alam kung how can I able to go to New York, at saka how can we able to talk ng personal ng pamangkin ko, because ang pamangkin ko ang nakatanggap ng news about what happened to her. So hindi nila kayang idirekta sa amin because it's not easy, honestly, dahil talagang it's very very yun, talagang hindi ko akalain na hindi ko alam how can I take that, how can I explain to you yung feeling ko at that time that thing happened to her. Talagang I decided to stop them to give me an information what's really happened to my daughter, since they told me na we're not gonna make it, hindi namin siya makikita ng buhay. Kaya ay na ako na blanco na ako, kaya sabi ko sa kanila, okay, overwhelming, kaya I have to stop this story kasi it's not good. So anyway, ang hirap talaga ng okay, I have to stop. I have to divert muna, okay? I don't know. Okay, next time uli. Hello everyone! Testing natin tong new gadget ko ha, dahil I have a new gadget I got it for a present. So dito muna ako kasi nagsusort ako ng mga damit so I can do the laundry. Kaya hindi nyo ako makita kasi sobra namang kalat ko dito kung papakita ko pa mag-sort ng mga damit, kailangan medyo private naman yung ibang bagay. So anyway, natapos ko na yung ginagawa ko yesterday kasi medyo overwhelmed tayo, wala tayong magawa, that's life, kaya tiyaga lang kasi medyo sensitive yung ating kwentuhan yesterday. So I have to divert, I have to stop, so para hindi ako ma-overwhelm, diba? So anyway, like I said, hindi yun madali kasi syempre ang buhay hindi tayo pwedeng basta-basta na lang sige-sige.